Welcome back. Millions of people around the world have iron deficiency anemia but don't quite know what it means. I'm here to make things simple and take you through the whys, the hows, and the what-to-dos. Iron deficiency anemia develops when there is an insufficient amount of iron in the body to support the production of hemoglobin, protein found in red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout the body. When iron levels are low, the body struggles to produce enough hemoglobin, leading to a decrease in the oxygen-carrying capacity of the blood. Signs and symptoms of iron deficiency anemia can vary from mild to severe. Some common indicators include fatigue, weakness, and a general feeling of tiredness. People with this condition may also experience shortness of breath, pale skin, dizziness, and a rapid or irregular heartbeat. Additional symptoms include brittle nails, hair loss, restless leg syndrome, and a sore or inflamed tongue. Why do these symptoms occur? Let's start with fatigue and weakness. Oxygen is essential for energy production in the body. In iron deficiency anemia, the reduced amount of hemoglobin in the red blood cells means less oxygen is carried to the body's tissues. This leads to decreased energy production, resulting in fatigue and weakness. The next symptom is shortness of breath. When the body lacks sufficient oxygen, it tries to compensate by increasing the breathing rate. This response is an attempt to get more oxygen into the lungs and subsequently into the bloodstream. Consequently, individuals with iron deficiency anemia may experience shortness of breath, especially during physical exertion or activities that require increased oxygen supply. Our next symptom is pale skin. Hemoglobin gives blood its red color. In iron deficiency anemia, the decreased levels of hemoglobin can result in a paler complexion. This can be observed, particularly in areas with less pigmentation such as the face, lips, and nail beds. Next we have dizziness and rapid or irregular heartbeat. The reduced oxygen carrying capacity of the blood can affect the heart. This sometimes causes the heart to pump faster or irregularly in an attempt to compensate for the low oxygen levels and maintain adequate blood flow to the body's tissues. This can lead to symptoms like dizziness, lightheadedness, and a rapid or irregular heartbeat. Lastly, brittle nails, hair loss, restless leg syndrome, and sore tongue. The lack of oxygen and nutrients affects the health of tissues beyond the major organs. The exact relationship between iron deficiency anemia and restless leg syndrome is not yet fully understood, but several theories exist to explain this connection. One of which includes the compromised oxygen levels, which may lead to abnormal sensations and discomfort in the legs. It's important to note that these symptoms can vary in severity depending on the extent of iron deficiency. Most people have a very mild form which can be resolved with simple increased intake of iron-rich foods. However, if you experience any of these symptoms, it is advisable to consult with a healthcare professional. The treatment of iron deficiency anemia typically involves addressing the underlying cause, which is often an insufficient intake of dietary iron or chronic blood loss, such as menstruation. In mild cases, increasing iron-rich foods in the diet, such as leafy green vegetables, red meat, and legumes, may be sufficient. However, in more severe cases or when dietary changes are ineffective, iron supplementation may be prescribed. For more on the treatment and tips on what you can do at home, check out part 2 of the Iron Deficiency Anemia series. That concludes our discussion on iron deficiency anemia. With these facts in your medicine cabinet, taking steps to address iron deficiency anemia can help improve your energy levels and overall well-being. For more content, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in.